A very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Welcome back to the class once again. And I hope that you are all safe and fine at your home. Now we are going to discuss the challenges to the political parties, the challenges that they are facing. And not only the party, the members who are there, the members of the political party, the leaders, the workers, and the planners. Everyone has to face some challenge a day. So we are going to look into the challenges. What are the challenges? And this is a very famous and many time asked question in the board exam also. So you have to get these points. Try to remember it in your brain, in your mind. The first challenge is what? Lack of internal democracy. These parties, they used to talk about democracy, but they don't have democracy internally in their parties. Within their parties, there is no democracy, there is no voting system, there is nothing in the internal matters. They don't have any democracy in internal matters of the party, and that is the first challenge within the parties. Let me tell you, give you some examples. These are the some points. They have the tendency of what? Absorption of power in one or few leaders at the top. Means the leaders who are at the top, they are few, and sometimes there is only one leader who is at the top, and that only leader used to take all decisions of the party. What the party members will do, that is decided by only few leaders who are at the top. So this is also one of the challenge, that power should be distributed among the different members of that party also internally. If you will say only externally that there should be democracy in our country, in our country, in our country, but you will not follow the concept of democracy within your party, then what is the benefit? Why are you there in our country as a party? है So this is also one of the challenges. Parties do not keep membership registers as well. They don't know how many members are there. They don't have registers. They do not keep any type of membership registers. They do not hold organizational meetings. They don't have any meeting. They don't meet each other in a meeting. And only the top leaders, they used to decide among themselves. If suppose there are 5 or 10 top leaders, they will have meeting together and they will decide the thing, but they will not take the help, or they will not include those members, other members of the party in that meeting. They do not conduct internal elections also regularly. That who will be at the top, it should be decided with the help of election system. That, like now we are having, like we are having in our country, election system. People used to vote for their candidate, but within the party, such things are not happening. They don't have any internal election system also to elect the top leaders. No, they don't have. Ordinary members, they don't get sufficient information. Yes, ordinary, those who are not at the top, they are ordinary members, and they don't have any information that what is happening inside the party, what type of decisions they are going to take, or what decisions they have taken. The ordinary members are lacking information. They are the member of the party, but even then they are not having information. They do not, ordinary members don't have means or the connection needed to affect the decisions. They are not effective. Their voices are not heard by the top leaders of their own party. The members are not listened. The ordinary members are not having chances to affect the decision or participate in the meeting where the decisions are taking, where the decisions are taken. है They are not included in such meetings. They are outside. They never include. They don't have any connection. Those ordinary members just have to follow the orders of the top leaders. That is the challenge, my dear students. The leaders assume greater power to make decisions in the name of the party. You can see over here, the leaders have great power and they make decisions in the name of the party. Actually the party is not taking decision. Actually the members, the leaders who are at the top, they are taking decisions in the name of the party. They are just you can say imposing their will on the party in the name of the party. They are imposing their will, है ना, in the name of the party. वो लोग अपना जो है मन की बात जो है वो चलाते हैं पार्टी के नाम पर, those top leaders. And you can see those who disagree with the leadership, they find it difficult to continue in the party. You can see, if you will disagree with the top leaders, then you won't be able to continue in the party. You will be thrown out of the party. Your membership, your loyalty, your hard work, your time that you had given, everything will be gone if you will disagree with the top leaders. More than loyalty to party principles and policies, you can see over here, more than loyalty to party principles and policies, personal loyalty to the leader becomes more important. Means if someone is very loyal to some of the top leaders, then he is a very good person, he will get everything. But if someone is loyal to the policies or to the ideas, to the concept of the party, he will not have any chance to grow in the party. He will be stopped somewhere. बट इफ यू आर लॉयल टू द टॉप लीडर्स, अगर आप टॉप लीडर्स का दुम हिलाते हैं, उनके पीछे घूमते हैं, उनकी बातों को मानते हैं टॉप लीडर्स के, तो फिर आप बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आदमी हैं, आपको बहुत कुछ मिल सकता है. लेकिन अगर आप पार्टी के प्रिंसिपल्स और पॉलिसीज को फॉलो करते हैं और पर्सनली जो है किसी का मदद नहीं करते हैं, यानी किसी को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं, किसी टॉप लीडर्स का आप जो है वो जिसको कहते हैं आप चमचागिरी करना, इफ यू आर नॉट डूइंग ऑल दिस टाइम, देन you are not having a chance to grow in the party. This is the most important and greatest challenge, one of the greatest challenge in the political parties nowadays. It was also there few back, 10 or 50 years also back. This was the same condition. Only the top leaders, they used to take decisions in the name of the party. They have their own thinking, they have their own will. उनका अपना नजरिया होता है, they have their own way of thinking, and they implement, they pose or impose those thinking or all their personal will also in the name of the party. This is the greatest challenge, my dear students. Network issues, okay. Let us see to the next challenge the political parties are having. In the first one, only the top leaders are ruling. You can see the second one. The second challenge is that most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning. Yes, they don't have any procedure, and if they are having any procedure to perform any function, but they do not disclose it with all, you know, that is hidden. All the procedures are not open and transparent. Means if some of the leader who is not at the top, who are at the bottom, they don't know the procedure to reach to the top. They don't know the way how they can reach to the top. So this is also the challenge or lacking in the party within, है ना. पार्टी के अंदर ये भी एक challenge है that the leaders who are at the bottom, they stay at the bottom, they don't have any chances because they don't know any open and transparent procedures, है ना, how to perform a particular duty, even that is not known to the party members. There are very few ways for an ordinary worker to rise top to the party, to rise to the top in a party. There are very few ways, है ना. कुछ ही जगह हैं जिसकी वजह से एक ऑर्डिनरी वर्कर जो है पार्टी की टॉप लेवल तक जा सकता है. अदरवाइज देयर आर नॉट मोर वेज. The leaders favor people those who are close to them, and even the leaders favor the people who are from their own family. Means they are doing favoritism in their party. Within the party the favoritism is going on. Means all the good work, all the major work will be given to the persons who are very close to them or to the persons who belong to their family. Means the top leaders are not giving chances to the bottom one. The top positions are always controlled. You just listen to this point very carefully, my dear student. The top positions are always controlled by members of one family. Like in Congress, you can see that Indira Gandhi was there, Rajiv Gandhi was there, and now Rahul Gandhi is there. They are at the top, and this has been controlled from decades. They are only controlling the top of the part, top position of the party. No one is there, though no one is allowed to come at the top. The top positions are always controlled by the members of one family, which is unfair to the other members of that party. Yes, That is really unfair. That is also not democratic over here. Okay? You are not giving chances to the other members of the party to reach to the top. They might be more able, eligible more than you. And even the same thing is going on in another parties of our country as well. People who do not have adequate experience, or people who do not have enough support, they do not have, suppose they do not have experience, they do not have support also, they sometimes come to occupy positions of power, as the top positions are always controlled by the members of one family, which is bad for democracy, my dear students. People who do not have experience, adequate experience, or popular support, they come to occupy positions of power. Suppose, let me take some examples. If a person is not having experience in the party, he's just grown up, and he has made, and he reached to the top because his father was at the top, his mother was at the top. Alright, then what happens? Those inexperienced members, they occupy the top positions, and they are not really doing justice for the party. That is not the justice. The most eligible person should be at the top, and they should try to control and give every person equal opportunity within the party also, to grow and to rise and to be listened in while taking decisions regarding the functioning of party. Every member should be allowed to just interfere in the decision making system also. They should also have the chance to raise their voice as well. But that is not going on, and that is bad for democracy. If the parties will not have democracy within the party, then uh, how would they propagate, how would they just control our country in a democratic way? How will they run the government in a democratic way if they are not running their party in a democratic way? How can we believe on them? This is also one of the greatest challenge, my dear students. Let us look to the third challenge. The third challenge is about the growing role of money and muscle power in parties, especially during election time. The parties are using their money, they are using their muscle power. Muscle power means they are hiring some criminals to snatch vote from the people, to make other people, you can say, to make other people, force other people to vote for them, either with the help of money or with the help of the muscle power. That is, they either with the help of their criminals who are also joining the parties. So that is the third challenge, my dear students. Parties, they try to use shortcuts to win elections. You might have learned about the chapter what is democracy in class 9, and where you have gone through many shortcuts that the party they used try to use to win the election. Sometimes they used to change the vote location of the voting, where the votes have to be happen. They used to change the location. Many times they used to send their own personal men, in the form of what, take giving bogus votes. That is unfair voting system. Many of them, they used to use their muscle power also to win elections during the election time. So they try to use many things. Sometime they used to change the, you can say, the voting pattern system of voting system also. Like in India nowadays, we are following, we are giving voting with the help of EVM machines, है ना? But there is always a rumor, there is always a news going on that the EVM has been hacked by the major party, and all the votes which we are giving are going to their party only, because of hacking, because of some intrusion in the EVM system. So sometimes parties, many parties have used also, and sometimes they are using also. They try to nominate those candidates who have or can raise lots of money also. That is also one of the thing. The local people, ek aam aadmi hai na, they don't have chances to contest the election. they must have a lot of money, or they must have the power or ideas or experiences that to raise a lot of money for the party, so that they can expend, and they can spend on the criminals, they can spend on the media, they can spend on the advertising. These are the thing, that's why they need a lot of money, to propagate or to spread their ideas, to advertise, to use muscle power, all needs money. Rich people and large companies, those who give fund to the parties, they have the influence, they affect on the policies as well as the decisions of the party. Those rich those rich people who give fund to the parties, they affect the decision, they affect the policies of the party. They used to make the policies of the party. Those rich people and rich companies, large companies, they used to have an effect on the party decisions as well as policies of the parties. And it is more likely that they control the whole party. They are at the top. Those who are giving fund to the parties, they are at the top. They used to make decisions, they used to make policies for the party. That is the thing going on. Parties also support criminals, who can win elections in some cases. There are many Bollywood movies you will see that they are showing that how the party leaders, they use criminals to win elections. You might have seen a lot of movies, so my dear students, this is the thing going on in our country, and this is also one of the greatest challenge, that the parties are facing, that the parties are using also. Democrats all over the world are worried. Democrats, those who follow the concept of democracy, those who believe on democracy, they are known as Democrats, and I am also one of the Democrats. So Democrats all of the world are worried about increasing the role of rich people because we have seen and we are seeing, that those rich people are greatly increasing, their role are increasing in the parties, and is as well as those big companies, they are taking decisions on behalf of the party. So that's why I am also worried, as well as all the Democrats of the world are worried with their effect about the increasing role of rich people. Their role are increasing and increasing day by day. Those rich people and rich, large big companies, they are making decisions, they are taking the role, major role performed by those only rich people and big companies. And that's why I'm quite worried, because democracy is going to die. It is just hanging, my dear student, and anytime it can finish off, by the hands of these rich people and big companies. So my dear students, so let us go through about the fourth challenge that our political parties in India are having. The fourth challenge is that very often parties do not seem to offer a meaningful choice to the voters. The parties, they do not offer meaningful choice, not giving the correct choice to the voters to select among them. Let us see further that parties must be significantly different to other meaningful choice to the voters. Means if all the parties will say the same thing, that I will remove unemployment, and the second party will also say I will remove unemployment, the third party will say or again say the same thing, then how can the voters choose among them? If everyone will say the same thing, if everyone will offer the same offer, and everyone will have the same offer for the people, then the people, the voters will be confused whom to vote. So that is the fourth challenge. Everyone we used to say, I will remove unemployment, I will remove illiteracy, I will construct roads, all these things. So there is a great confusion among the voters whom to vote. For example, the difference between the Labour Party and the Conservative Party in Britain is very little. The difference between them is too little. Let me see. Let us see. They agree on more fundamental aspects but differ only in details on how policies are to be framed and implemented. Means their fundamental rights or fundamental aspects of both the parties are same, means the basic things are same, only the way how they implement these that differs. Means if the plans are same for both the party and the way of implementing the plans are different, then how will the voters will choose among them? The voters don't know about how they are going to implement the plan. The voters, they used to come to know about the plans. Okay, the party used to say this is our planning. After winning the election, we will do this and that. So that is the planning the people used to get from the party. But they don't know, the voters don't know how they are going to implement those promises that they are making, the plans that they are making. So the voters have very little knowledge about the party, very little, they got very little choice. In our country, sometimes people cannot even elect very different leaders either, because the same set of leaders, they keep on shifting from one party to another party. First time you will see that Mr. X is in Mr. A party, but Mr. X will change and will go to Mr. B party. There is no harm and there is no rule that they can't change party. They keep on changing the party, they shift from one party to another. When they first stand in the election, they contest the election from any party, they used to promote the agenda, the fundamentals, and they will speak very they will speak very highly good things about that party. But the same leader, if he or she goes to another party, then he used to talk against the previous party where he was there, where he started his career from. He will start speaking against that party. When he changes the party, when he goes to another party, he will say, suppose, let me take an example. If Mr. A started from BJP party, he started his career from BJP party, he contested the election, he won the election, and what happens, he after winning or after losing, he changed the party, he goes to Congress party. And when he goes to Congress party, he started blaming, he used to start criticizing, the BJP party where he was there. So this is the thing going on in our country. In our country, the differences among all the major parties on economic policies have reduced. These have been reduced. The differences what related to the economic policies, means they are having same type of economic policies. All the parties are having same type of economic policies for the better economy, for growing the better economy of our country. They are having the same policies. So again, people are not having a lot of choices. Those who want really different policies have no option available to them. If they are having some any other option, they if some party will say that I have different economic policies for, then really they don't have any option available to them. Such persons will not be you can say will not be addressed, will not be taken over by any party. They will have to speak the same thing. This is the fourth challenge, my dear students. Now we will go to the next topic, that is the efforts which have been done in our country to reform political parties, to change the political parties and its leader. What efforts have been done by our government? Huh? Let us see what has been done to change this, to overcome these challenges that we have discussed. What sort of things have been done yet? Let us see. The first one, the constitution was amended to prevent elected MLAs, to prevent MPs from changing parties. Now the constitution was amended that those MLAs, after winning the election, they cannot change parties. Many elected representatives were indulging in defection in order to become minister or for cash rewards. Now, many of the elected MP or the MLAs, they are following defection. Now, let us see what is that word, what that word means over here, defection. changing party allegiance from the party on which a person got elected to a different party. Suppose a party leader has won election from BJP party, and after winning the election, he left that party and transfer himself to the next party, to Congress or to other Aam Aadmi party or any other party. So that is known as defection. If someone win the election from one party and will change to another party, that is known as defection. So many elected, I'm talking about the elected means those member or the MLAs, those who have won the election. So those elected one are indulging in defection. They used to change. They used to go to the other party. And why they do so? For cash reward. To become minister, they used to change the party. कभी तो आप सुनते होंगे, you might have heard that they are offering 5 crore, 10 crore rupees, or sometime they used to offer some government department, ministries also. So according to the constitution, if any MLA or MP change party, he or she will lose the seat in the legislature. And in the legislature means they will be removed from MLA's position if he will or she will change the party. If it has made any oppose, but it has made any oppose even more difficult. Now suppose after winning the election, member find that MLA or MP find it difficult to stay in the party because the party might change its policies, might change its plannings, and if it is not liked by that member, the new policies, the new challenges, the new plannings, then it has made this amendment has made it difficult for him to change the party also. He will have to accept what the party leaders will decide. That particular MP or that particular MLA will have to accept whatever the party leaders will decide at the top, because he or she does not have the option to change the party. Second effort, the Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the effect of money and criminals. And again, you can see the Supreme Court has done very good thing. The Supreme Court has tried to reduce the effect of those money and muscle powers. Now it is mandatory for every candidate who are contesting election to file an affidavit. They will have to file an affidavit giving detail of his property or her property, and also giving the details of the criminal cases pending against him. यानी पूरा डिटेल अपने प्रॉपर्टी का भी और क्रिमिनल केसेस का भी देना पड़ेगा एफिडेविट के द्वारा. नाउ व्हाट इज एफिडेविट? लेट मी टेल यू. Affidavit is a signed document submitted to an officer where a person makes a swan means kasam leta hai, kasam khata hai about the statement regarding his personal information. By signing, he is sworning that I am taking the oath that these details are very fair and nothing I have concealed, and he or she used to sign that document. That is an affidavit. But let me tell you, there is no way to check whether that person is telling the truth or has written the truth in that affidavit. There is no way of checking. There is no system of checking whether that person will hide all the criminal cases against him. He might have hide, na, or she might have hide all the criminal cases pending against him by writing in the way, no, I don't have any criminal case, I don't have any property, I am very poor. He will write in the affidavit, and there is no way of checking. So there is something lacking in there. The Supreme Court has passed the order, and they are just the people are just fulfilling that order in a formal way, है ना, formality के तौर पर ये लोग affidavit दे देते हैं. But no one is checking, my dear. That is the great question. Let us see. The new system has made a lot of information. Yeah, whatever the information they are giving in the affidavit, those information are available to the public. We can know about them, and that is available in the website of Election Commission. If you will visit the website of Election Commission, then you can go through all the affidavit of all the leaders, even Narendra Modi ji. If you will find the affidavit of that man also, of the Prime Minister of India, or or you can see the President of India, or all the Chief Minister of India. You will find that affidavit in the website of Election Commission of India. You can know about their property. You can know about the criminal cases which are going against them. But There is no way to check whether those informations are really the real information or the fake information. No one is checking that one. So how could we believe on that if there is no checking system? Everyone can mention anything in that affidavit. Then what is the use of taking such an affidavit? That is really not the real effort done by our Supreme Court. Let us see the next one. The Election Commission passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organizational election system. Means they should have an internal election system to elect the leaders, and even they will have to file their income tax return also. So it is also mandatory made by the Election Commission that every member of the party will file their income tax return. They will submit their income details to the government, and even they will organize election in the party within, so to elect the top leaders. The Election Commission has passed an order, but again this is only has been going on formally, है ना, सिर्फ फॉर्मेलिटी के तौर पर ये लोग कर देते हैं. Let me, it is clear, your NCRT book is writing saying that these parties have started doing so, but sometime it is mere formality, है ना, ये formality के तौर पर हाँ meeting organize, they used to have on record, yes, a meeting was done on this day and at this time, and this were the members, and we have decided all these things, we have elected this person as the leader, as the top leader, as the chairperson, and they used to say, but that is all formality. Nothing goes on in a democratic way. It is not clear if this step has led to greater internal democracy. No, it is not clear. It is really not clear that that order has been passed and that order has been taken seriously or not. It is not clear. That was the third. Now we will go through suggestions in our next class, that is tomorrow, my dear students. So please be at home and at safe. Stay safe, my dear students. That's all in this class. Take care. Bye bye. A very happy day to all of you.